Next up, we have Final Fantasy Tactics special characters. So those are the characters that you can't rename. Characters that you recruit through special things. And characters that are very unique or have unique jobs. Do I need to talk about Agrias again? Can we just say that she's absolutely 100% proven herself in both War of the Visions, where she is queen tank right now, and in Final Fantasy Tactics, we just finished a randomizer on Sunday, and Agrias was the absolute winner. She's absolutely amazing. So S tier, can you rename S tier to Agrias? Yeah. Done. As a character herself, so now we can talk a little bit more about personality. As a character herself, she's an absolutely dedicated knight. She has a mission and she will do what she needs to do to get there. And I don't know, I just have a lot of respect for this character. She's an amazing character. Balthier. So Balthier only appears in Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions, the PSP version of the game. I can't rate Balthier until we rate Mustadio. I'm sorry, Mustadio, but you're pretty bad. Like, he comes in with a kit, and actually in the last randomizer we did, he was actually pretty good. But more often than not, he runs in and dies. There's two maps. There's three maps? There's 2 or 3 maps where where he's forced into your party. And holy shit, he's bad. I've never seen Mustadio perform well in a base Final Fantasy X game. Like, he was never shining. He was never, you know, as soon as he's not forced on your party as a guest, I don't know anybody that actually deploys him on purpose. Unless you do. If you do, please let me know. Leave a comment or something if you're watching this on YouTube. Let me know if you use Mustadio. I haven't. But I can tell you that in the Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lion on PSP, I have used Balthier. And I'm gonna put, no, he's more like a B tier. He's got the same kit as Mustadio, the exact same skill. And then he's got Barrage, which is a 4-hit attack, which can hit pretty hard, especially for crits. Mustadio came in with Save the Queen. Was he able to use it? I guess you could just take it from him. He's got okay defense. Like, he's an okay character. He's got okay, like, his job has okay movement. He's exactly Mustadio. Technically, he's a descendant of Mustadio, but he's got the exact same thing. It's okay. It's okay. I'm putting him as an average tier because, yeah, he's pretty average. He's a good character. He's probably one of your, he's better than your typical archer. He's got the same range, but yeah. Wait, what? Wait, what? Hat's face. He's descendant of Mustadio. Way to ruin his reputation. Yes, they have the same last name, and he's... No, wait, it's the other way around. FF12 came first. So, sorry, I got it wrong. I got it flipped out. Mustadio is a descendant of Balthier. FF12 came first. So, the story around Balthier is like, he just randomly shows up. And he's like, oh, how did I find myself here? Oh, I guess I'll follow you. Like, most collabs. But yeah, so sorry, I flipped that out. Mustadio is a descendant of Balthier. We don't know who the mom is. Like, we don't know who he had kid with, although I'm sure some people theorize this stuff. So yeah, B tier for Balthier. I can't put him lower. He is the leading man, just not on Final Fantasy Tactics. Beowulf. Beowulf's a special character too. Beowulf has the he's one of those special sword attacker, okay? He's got the dumb special skills. However, he's an oracle disguised as a swordsman. I'm not a fan of his kit. I like his story. I think his story was really well done. I liked what they did with it. But as a character, he's better than Mustadio, but not by much. Not by much. Okay, is that Biblos? I think that's Biblos. I'm gonna leave that. Is that Biblos? I can't tell. Let's go Cloud. Cloud is pretty good. Actually, Cloud will... I'm actually doing this. Cloud will be B tier. Cloud is a very good character, not in the last seed that we did in a randomizer, okay? Like, he wasn't that great because we couldn't find his sword. I'm gonna put Cloud as a B tier because, yes, he's got a very powerful kit, but he starts at level 1, which is a downfall. You also have to go out of your way to find his sword to enable him to use the skill, which is unique to his character. No other character have access to doing that. Beowulf is a C. Beowulf is a C because he's just like a sword version of, or like, not Oracle, but, oh, what were they called back then? You had your Mediator. Was it Oracle? No, it's Oracle now. No, they're Mystic now. Debuffers. The debuffing class, which I never really super utilized. However, when we did the job tier list for Final Fantasy Tactics, people were telling me you're not understanding the class properly, which is possible. I don't care. It's my opinion. It's my opinion. And night turning enemies into chickens is great fun. I guess so. I've never really used him because by the time you get him, I got Agrias in Orlando. Why do I need another swordsman? So I guess that's kind of my thing. I do want to use the characters that I've never really used before. Like, I've never also... I'm gonna drop Meliaduel about here as well. I never actually brought her out in my party. I know what her kid does. She likes to break stuff, but I never bring in Meliaduel because at that point in the game, you got the Thunder God Cid. You don't need anything else. Cid has access to all of the skills that swordsmen do, or like the magical swordsmen do. So, you know, it's a tough call. Cid is probably the best guest character you can have in a video game of all time. But Agrias is just better for me because I just love her character. Luso. So this is the other exclusive to War of the Lions. Luso is an interesting one. He's not different than Ramza. I don't think he can do anything better or worse than Ramza. I think he's got the same kit. So every time I get Luso, I don't really use him. He's all right. Does anyone have any experience with Luso in War of the Lion? Because his cutscene's cool. He's a monster hunter. He, you know, he saves us. We save him. Then he's BFF with Ramza. But, like, there's no depth to the character. Obviously, we know Luso comes from Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. I don't know. There's no attachment to the character. He's basically Ramza. So, you know, Ramza's generally force deployed in the story match. You might as well use Ramza. Didn't use Luso. No, I didn't either. He's pretty underwhelming. He's not better than Ramza, who, by the way, is my favorite character of all time. So I have to put... I have to change the tier list just a little bit. Just a little bit. If you know anything about me, Ramza is my favorite game. Final Fantasy Tactics is my favorite game of all time, but Ramza is my favorite character of all time. So I gotta put him in the Agrias. The Rams Agrias, I like it. I like it. Rams Agrias, perfect. Perfect. He's best boy, that's exactly it. Burger would say best girl, but I disagree. Hi Speedy, how are you? Okay, I'm just gonna do this right now. Awful, awful. Whoever thought that giving magic a random chance to hit a random square? Why? Why you do this? I am mad at you. We should add one. Hold on. Do 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 do. And we're gonna call this Just No. Don't even bother. Hi, Burger. Don't even bother. No, it's Ramzagrius. How dare you? Burger's like, you can rename the top tier to best girls. No. I've had great use of Rafa with certain builds, but it's very niche. How did you make her work? Teach me your ways, Hats. How did you make her work? Because I swear to God, every time I use her main kit, she can't hit shit. She always misses. There's 6 hits. 6 of them misses. I just can't. I just cannot utilize. I just can't do it. I cannot do it. And she has low enough brave to utilize finding items. I mean, she's a better... Okay. She's a better character than Malik. Sure. If we're gonna reorganize here. No, that's pretty good. Yeah. Malik is just no use. He's got the same kit, but like reverse. Like, I don't know. I don't get it. It's not for me. And the randomness of it, definitely not for me. So. Next up. Raze. I really like her. She's the only... she's the only unique... I guess non-Boko exists, but she's the only non-Boko unique monster character that doesn't have to stay as a monster. So once you... I guess it's kind of spoilery and I apologize, but once you first recruit her, she's a Durgan. Which is really cool. Then you have to continue the side quest to free her from that, but she still gets to keep her attacks. She can be... And then as a human, she can have equipment. You can build Raze to be... I've actually used her quite a lot in my old runs, and you can make her quite powerful. Hey, Burger. Official welcome home. She's very good. If you haven't had a chance to play around with Raze, I highly recommend it. Just get her to her human form and start equipping her, and watch her absolutely destroy. She's another very niche character. You have to build her specifically, but man, she's really good. So which Final Fantasy is this from? This is Final Fantasy Tactics. Then we have Workers 8. I'm debating. So there's a couple things. So the cool things about Workers 8 is that it's the only character you can use as a stepping stone to get higher, which is kind of funny to me. Workers 8 has a cute little story, which is nice. He's also the only robot character that you can control. There's only 2 of them. Not true. But there's you only really see them in the Cloud side quest or the Be a Wolf and Raise. But I don't know. I really enjoy Workers 8. The kit is very strong. He hits very hard. But he doesn't really have utility. Like, he can't use items. He can only use his kit. And for that, I think I'd need to drop him into maybe C. No. Luso, I'm sorry. I'm going to drop you. Yeah, I think we're going to go with that. And Biblos is Biblos. Like, it's a monster. It's... yeah. Is he better than Mustadio? He's probably better than Mustadio. I feel like that's fair. So there you have it, everybody. This is my official Final Fantasy Tactics special character ranking tier list. Yeah, I feel like that's fair. That's pretty well distributed. Agrias and Ramsey being the best characters. Orlando, like, if you played Final Fantasy Tactics and if you don't place Orlando in a high tier, have you played Final Fantasy Tactics? I don't think so. Everybody knows. You'd swap Be a Wolf and Worker. I'm not a fan of utilizing status effects when I can just go in and kill characters. Like, I'd rather be doing damage. The free company house, she said you did a really good job and it looks amazing. Thank you! I appreciate that. I spent at least more than 25 hours on that house, so thank you very much. I appreciate the compliment. So yes, so this is here our Final Fantasy Tactics special character ranking tier list. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I don't think I would change anything. Again, Balthier is a better Mustadio. He's got a little bit more attack power. He's got Barrage, which is a fantastic skill. I'd put Orlando in C for cheating if you use him. I'm not gonna lie to you, my first playthrough I did utilize him because I was like, holy crap, he's overpowered. And it helped me through endgame on my first ever run. And then on my second run, I'm like, I don't know that I should be using him. Like, he's way too strong. Hi, Nonstop. How are you? Good evening. Yeah, and then in the subsequent playthroughs, I've tried not to use him because he does break the game very quickly. But not in our last Final Fantasy Tactics randomizer, but the randomizer before that, we actually had to use Orlando because he was the only character that had chakra. Again, randomizer, the skills gets mixed up. I was looking for chakra for a way for my summoner to replenish MP, and Orlando was my only option. So that was only really the second time I used him. He came back for the movies. What did you go see?